Well,
Right, for
people
being
will know
completely
what
lost from this conversation, how about we talk about some lost cities?
Hey.
So I did some very good ones.
Yeah, your
today.
segue games up.
What music? What great theme music?
It's pretty good.
This is a good theme song.
It's very slow.
This is like a slow down version.
Oh man, I love Tomb Raider.
It's
It's the Uncharted 4 one. So
Yeah, so in preparation for the Uncharted film with Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg coming out in like, what, a week?
yeah,
It comes
I
out
keep-
Friday.
I see that they've done
it'll
like.
be out by 10 to that.
Already got my tickets booked.
We thought we'd...
Are you going to see it? I don't know if I want to like.
I think I will.
You know, I feel like it's distasteful. It's like, you know,
Right.
I like
So
the video
Matt
game.
hates Tom Holland, so
Whoa.
he's boycotting this film.
Well, we're
I
not
don't
talking
know,
about the film
I feel
yet.
like I'm like-
Maybe we'll touch on it at the end, but I
Alright,
think for the
okay.
meantime we'll focus on the games.
I probably would have thought of what I was going to
So
say.
we have none of us have seen the film because it's not out when we're recording, so we're just talking about the games.
Yeah.
But probably spoiling most of them, so just so you're aware.
Oh yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, so if you've not
yeah.
played a game from 2007, this is on you.
I mean, the first one is 2007.
The first one, right? Can we get this light straight off? It's the worst one, right? By far.
It is the worst one. Yeah, it's still
It's the worst
amazing,
one.
but it's still the worst one.
It's good. It's
Have
a
you
good
played-
playthrough, but
Yeah, it's not. I another one. I think I like platinumed it when I had it on PlayStation 3.
yeah, I can imagine when it came out, it was amazing. But because I came,
I
to,
don't think
I
it was
came to
that
all of these
amazing
late.
though. I think
I-
it was very different to any other game that had already been made. You know, there's nothing
It was
really
like
like
Tomb Raider.
Almost like
Yeah,
Yeah, it does
Okay,
take a
yeah.
lot from Tomb Raider, but then the newer Tomb Raiders,
Lara Croft would like a word.
the newer Tomb Raiders take stuff from this, so it's kind of, you know, this is
So
more of a
I
cinematic
came
Tomb Raider. isn't it?
to these super late. So I never had a PlayStation 3. So I came to these when like 4 was just about to come out. I don't think
Oh
it was
wow,
out.
so late, yeah.
So super late, and I played them all
Yeah.
on the PS4.
I'm later than you with that. Because
okay.
this is so. I got
I've
a
not played
PlayStation
them
4 just after. I think Addison had just bought a PS4, and I was like, I need to get a PS4 as well. I need to play all these games. And Addison said to me, he goes, well, your PlayStation 4 came with Uncharted 4. Like, I've got the Nathan Drake collection. Do you want to borrow it?
Oh, yeah.
So I borrowed it. Fuck me, I just binged all of them
Yeah.
back to back.
It's a long
And
binge though.
I replayed
Yeah.
all these. So that was about 2016. I replayed all of these in the last few
Wow,
months,
okay.
knowing
Yeah.
that we'd probably record something.
Yeah.
Going
Pretty-
back to that first one is a bit of a slog for me personally.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to go back to it. As we, Mark sent us a video earlier of like all of the
Yeah.
Uncharted games, and like looking at the footage of it, I was like, ooh, that does look a bit. It looks all right. It looks pretty good for a 2007 game.
It's not
But-
even the
Yeah.
graphics for me; it is the gameplay.
Yeah,
Um,
it does look very stilted. It's not the same
This-
engine, is it?
No,
as the second one?
and I'm going to have to bring it up now, but this is something that's a through line for me personally on all the games. I really don't like the gun combat for most of them.
It's pretty loose,
okay.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's obviously like it gets more polished later on, but it is very. I think it's very like fluid. It gets more fluid, obviously, but
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
I don't know. It's
Is it-
different. It is different.
Is it the same combat in The Last of Us?
No,
In terms of
No,
shooting?
Not really.
no.
I think 'cause I played, like,
by
all
the
of
time the
these.
first one of those had come out, they'd done, I think, even 3.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it would have been
it
improved
was
by
way
that.
more in line with that, where
Yeah.
they by that one they'd kind of got a bit of the sneaking down. The fourth one is really good for that, actually.
It is. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's lots of elements of that in that, isn't there? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
way better.
I feel like with the first one, there's a lot more kind of clunkiness to when you're like jumping to like a certain ledge and
You
you
just
don't
die.
hit it at the
Yeah.
exact right angle,
Yeah.
and then you just die, and then
Oh yeah, there's
And you ragdoll as well. That's
yeah.
If it wasn't such a pain to get clips off of PlayStation, I would have sent you. So I'd left a bit of a gap between like the halfway point of Uncharted 2 and kind of hopped back in at this halfway point. And there was, no joke, a section where I died about 15 times. Just, it just keeps doing that because I was like, I don't know how to control this. All I was trying to do was jump across a ravine and grab a rope. I kept fucking missing.
So you had to hit it dead on.
yeah. No, they definitely got better further
Oh god, yeah.
for that. But
I think I was going to say the first one for me, because I played it quite late. I feel like I borrowed it off you, Matt, when we were at uni. I think I
quite
borrowed
possibly.
it all.
I definitely
We're
had
just
it.
borrowing off each other for this.
snuck into your room. And
Yeah.
I definitely didn't buy the first one when it's like straight away when it came out, but I definitely the rest of them I did.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
3 would have come out when we were at uni in 2011.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So,
yeah. But
Um,
I remember
sick.
just because I think I just only recently kind of watched like Firefly, and just
Okay.
instantly been like, oh, this guy's like Nathan Fillion. This is awesome, and like just the character of like Nathan Drake, just like is a clear, clearly inspired by Nathan Fillion,
Must be,
100%,
yeah.
yeah.
and it just like adds so much to those games. I think it kind of the characters kind of get you through that first one a bit more than
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
than the actual
definitely, yeah.
gameplay.
They
I
are the
find
key.
the characters really carry these games for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
As I said, like a big chunk of these games is the gun combat, and I didn't enjoy the gun combat until about 4.
oh right.
Okay, oh, surprising. The second one onwards is pretty good, I think.
It's
I couldn't say I
it's-
noticed, to be honest.
the second onwards, like I can do it like absolutely fine. I just don't enjoy the gun combat bits.
Mm.
What is it about it? Is it just like underpowered? It feels like quite light.
It's not my sort of gameplay style. It's
Okay.
very cover and just waves and waves of enemies coming at you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Whereas he
It's a bit
likes
better
games
than
where you
before.
get your balls in a vice, basically. With
Yeah,
security.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
He likes
Dodge
repeating
roll.
the same thing over and over again.
Parry. No, you don't like parrying, actually. I forgot you
No,
don't
I
like
don't,
parrying.
I don't like the parrying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's just it's something that's always been a sticking point in these games for me,
Mm.
okay,
and it is
yeah.
the
That's
characters
fair enough.
and the
I think-
other gameplay modes that I find more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uncharted 2, though. Whoa.
Great game.
Love that game.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's still my favourite, personally.
I don't know. Yeah, I think
it's
I mean, I haven't
up
completed
there.
four.
I would say it's my second favourite.
completed
4
What
for
the
me.
fuck? Get out of here.
Yeah, what the hell?
So I'm about to get spoiled.
4 for me personally is the like
It's the pinnacle of games.
Yeah,
No, it's
totally.
not the pinnacle of games. It's it is good.
these
God of War
games
was a minute ago.
specifically.
I like, yeah, I
PlayStation,
liked
these
4. I
PlayStation
think 2, and I think if we go back to 1, like the set pieces you get to start the games, I think are incredible. So obviously 2, the
Yeah.
big train kind of
That is
side
an
of the
amazing
cliff.
bit where you're
Oh,
like,
train
you're
with a
like
helicopter.
in the
Absolutely
future, aren't
insane.
you? Yeah.
So good.
That's
And the
so
first
good.
one, when they open the casket, and you've got Sir Francis Drake's diary, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're kind of in the wetsuit. I like the thing with the wetsuit at the start of that game as well, because the brand of the wetsuit's Otzel, which is what Daxter is from Jack and Daxter, which is one of their previous games.
That's
Oh, right,
cool.
okay.
So they keep doing like little nods, don't they? So I know there's
Yeah.
the Last of Us nod in the third one. I think it's like a newspaper, and it nods to there being a
Oh,
fungus.
really? Like,
Yeah.
prior to the game coming
Yeah.
out? Holy shit.
You
that's
play
amazing.
Crash
Was it when
Bandicoot,
was
the fourth one?
Last
as
of
well,
Us come
don't
out? 3 or
Yeah.
Last of Us was
Came out after
2012, so it would have been after 3. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's when you're in that pub at the start,
that game so
and you go around the corner of the bar, and there's a newspaper there, and it says like fungus, and it's got a big
Outbreak.
front page. There.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's so cool. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
But also sad. So that means Nolan North is probably like a funky man. Not Nolan
He's a
North,
fun
He's
guy.
a fun guy. But
Yeah. I feel like The Last of Us must have had such an impact on the fourth one because the storytelling is just totally
a lot more
different.
emotional. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
they definitely realise they like their more
Depressing.
emotional, depressing,
Yeah, I
storylines.
think the third one has a bit of it, doesn't it? But it's not. It's still
A little
not
bit.
as. It's not as much as
No,
4. Definitely not. No, 4 is like proper. Like goes back into his like story, doesn't it?
yeah,
Yeah. Which
Is that
amazing.
when you play as him as a kid, or was
Yeah.
was that
Yeah.
the third one?
Well,
it's
you
in the
do in
third
the-
one as well.
You do in the third one as
Yeah.
well, but you play him as him a bit older, I think. In the
Yeah,
or is it the
Well,
other
like,
way
okay.
around?
that
Isn't
The
it?
third one's when you're in. Is it the museum?
yeah. So at this
Yeah,
point,
that's right.
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking of.
You just like run away from the guards, don't you?
With the third one, it took me ages to get around to actually playing the campaign because I remember they released the multiplayer for free, like free to play multiplayer,
Mm.
and I played like the shit out of that multiplayer at uni. Oh my god, I fucking love it. And that kind of then
Didn't because you used to be able to play split screen, I think, on the third one, didn't you? I think.
Ah.
The
yeah.
second one, might be the second one, but we played that a lot at uni, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I think I remember kind of picking it up and going, I don't know how to play this.
Yeah.
Putting it down.
Oh yeah,
There
multiplayer
was-
with all combat that you don't like.
Yeah. At that point, I hadn't played
Jump
any
right
of
in.
them.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh yeah,
the
that's
third
true.
one, you're like, what?
What is
But
this?
it's so unique. And then they kind of like fucking mastered it in the fourth one. Matt and I
Oh.
played the shit out of the multiplayer in the
That's
fourth
so
one.
good.
Really?
And I'm gutted
Oh
they're
my-
not bringing it to PC. They're just.
I know, I'm so annoyed
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's such a unique multiplayer as well. Like
Mm.
you know, with the whole parkour element and stuff.
Well, I wonder if that's the server's going to pick up a bit on the PlayStation. Maybe I'll give that a go for a little bit, see how that goes.
Do you know?
Yeah.
If you could play that on the PS5, I don't know if you can. You might be able to, but I'm pretty sure
Well,
they.
the collection
for
that's
that.
coming to PlayStation is also being done for the PS5.
Well, it got released last week. It's on there now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know if there's been multiplayer added because it's the same
no
collection
idea.
as the ones on PC.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
yeah. That.
But
Yeah.
if you can do,
I was very
if you
annoyed
can,
by that
I'll get a
because they
PS5.
removed the
honestly,
they removed the individual copies of 4 and Lost Legacy, so you could only buy them as a bundle. And I already own
Oh, right.
4.
oh okay.
That's a
Which
bit
is very
Yeah, because I've
Yeah.
seen that in the.
Yeah, I think
I'm
that's the
waiting
same
for
what
a
I did, 'cause I-
PS5.
yeah.
You can upgrade
Yeah.
for 10. It's like now it says on my shop. It says upgrade for £10.
All right, okay, yeah. Because I think that's the same thing that happened to me. Because I never played Lost Legacy. I've always wanted to,
No.
but I think it's the same thing. Whereas like you couldn't get it unless you bought them
Yeah.
both. It was a bit weird.
Yeah, so I picked up a disc copy
Okay, yeah.
and played about an hour or two of that, and it's good, but it is basically just more of 4, and
Yeah,
4 is a very long game already.
it's a very long game. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
it's the longest one. I think.
You get the stats,
yeah,
don't
by
you?
far.
As you play
Yeah.
through each of the games, they give you kind of a rundown of how long you've taken to get through the game. And I think for me, it was 6 hours per game, and then I think the fourth one was like 18 plus just to finish.
It's pretty
Yeah.
long. Yeah, I'd argue that
Remember
I guess like the levels are less
Yeah.
linear, but
Because you can do
A bit
speed runs
more.
Yeah,
as well,
that's true.
can't you? There's a speed run mode.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
which times you. Yeah,
like Crash Bandicoot.
yeah. I remember the second one feeling really long. I loved it, but
It's
I remember.
not going back. It's weird.
Oh, does it? Is it quite?
So I think
quite
I did the
short,
same. When I
yeah.
first played it, I thought it was really long, and then the second time I played it, it was like, oh my god, this is really short actually.
Yeah, so
Right, okay,
when I
that's so
hopped
weird.
back in for it was basically the exact halfway point. I did because I came back in on the second time you do the train crash, which is about the
Yeah.
halfway point of the game.
Oh,
It
so
took me 3 hours to complete it from that point,
Fucking
so it's
hell,
only like
holy
a
shit.
6-7 hour game, depending on
What the fuck? That
kinda how
feels
much-
so long.
Yeah,
That kind of makes me yearn for those times because I hate it. There's every fucking game that comes out at like 40 hours. You're like, oh fuck off! Like what? Dying Light is like 500 hours, isn't it? Dying Light 2.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
yeah.
play that for 500 hours. I do not have 500 hours.
If
I
it
will
was in
die
VR, I
before-
would.
yeah.
No, I totally get that. Yeah,
I would probably be dead by the time I finished that game because I would have died of old age.
Dead.
yeah. Games going more open world has been.
Not.
It's great
Yeah, not a
in a
great
way
thing.
because you
Very
buy
hit
one
and
game,
miss.
it lasts you forever, but at the same time, you just kind of want to move on from that sometimes.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
feel bad
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
haven't completed it.
Talking
Yeah,
about
like,
that sort of thing, like their games going open world. Like I feel like God of War, new ones, obviously taken a lot from these games. In the fact that it's a lot more like emotional, sort of story driven, and it's
Yeah.
a lot more. There's a lot more like big set pieces, like there is in Uncharted. It is open world, obviously, but because it's like so vivid and all the environments are so amazing, similar to Uncharted again,
Yeah,
it makes you want to play it more. That's why I literally like finished God of War 100% because I just felt like I needed to.
that's
Whereas
a
a lot
very
of the
good
games,
example of the way I'd like to see games go because it is.
yeah,
it's a big kind of open world,
mm.
but I wouldn't call it an open world game. It's more like section. It's kind of that Pokemon Monster Hunter sort of
Pokemon as well.
format.
yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
But a little bit more connected in that one, I'd say, because you can
Hmm.
actually walk freely between those.
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
the whole big selling point of that is that you're always following Kratos. Like, there's no cuts of camera or anything like that.
No.
No, there's not. No, it's I guess it's like a lot of it's probably inspired by like Hideo Kojima, I guess, with like the cinematic cameras that he
Yeah.
does.
I mean, he is the master.
he is
so.
the master of that. Yeah.
You could totally do that with one of these games, I reckon. Though, if they did a new Uncharted, they could totally do that sort of format because they
It totally
kind
could,
of
yeah.
they kind of introduced that open worldness in 4, where you're driving around in these big sections. And then Lost Legacy also has that to begin with. You kind of the big main second section is a big world where you kind of
It is a big open world bit, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Using your winch to get up mud roads and stuff. Yeah.
And doing that in a connected way, and like maybe you're in this kind of lost city, just kind of going to these different sections would be really cool to see. Actually,
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. I guess like 24 hours in the life of Nathan Drake or something. Yeah.
The crossover we've always
It's
wanted:
that pitch
24 and
Sony.
Uncharted.
Yeah.
Blonk, bloop,
God,
bloop,
Jack Bauer.
I think I really like the storylines that they kind of throw them like with them as well. So obviously the first game you got Sir Francis Drake, and then the second one's Marco Polo, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got like the whole Shambhala.
Yeah.
What's the third one? Third one's the
Third one is
Lost City, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all.
Yeah,
lost
it's,
cities,
No, but it's like
but it's the desert one. I can't remember.
Iram of the
Yeah.
Pillars. So T,
Oh,
it's
it's
Lawrence of Arabia,
Arabia.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
The fourth one being the pirates is my favourite though. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
Just going to that like
the
Lost
cruise
Island.
ship. Oh my god, the
It's so
cruise
good.
ship.
See, I quite like the
That's
Golden
3,
Abyss
right?
one, if I'm honest.
No, it's 4, right?
Yeah.
No, the cruise ship is 3. I'm
3?
pretty sure.
Fuck. Confusing.
Like, no.
What was that?
I said I quite like the land that you've got in Golden Abyss that's on the Vita, which is the
Vita one.
spin-off that
Oh,
was
yeah,
overseen
go on,
by
boys,
Naughty Dog.
Just have at it.
All right, let's have a quick chat about Golden
me
Abyss.
and Matt have not touched these and have no idea. What
I know
we're
it's the
talking
same game studio as Days Gone, isn't it?
It was Ben's
Studio.
studio.
Ben's studio.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this game, like graphically, it's probably the best looking one on the Vita, I would say.
I think it's a way of selling.
Best
the
looking
Vita, I
Uncharted
think.
on the Vita. It's the only one, right?
No, it's the best looking game.
best game.
I think the only thing that comes
Oh, really?
close.
I thought it looked really shit.
I think the only. Yeah, but
Yeah.
the Vita games don't
On
look
the Vita.
great, do they? Come on.
The best looking game on the Vita.
I think the only other game that looks just as good is probably Killzone, isn't it? The Mercenaries one.
Yeah.
Which I think there's a lot of
compare.
similarities between the two. I don't know if you found that with the combat, like where you're swiping the screen.
Yeah, I was playing Uncharted a bit last night in preparation for this, and I kind of forgot that they throw in so many fucking gimmicks in that game. Like, use the touchscreen to do a chalk sketch and fucking, like, all that
Isn't
kind
it?
of stuff.
Don't you have to climb something and you like have to like use the grip on the back? It's like you have to like rub it.
Yeah,
You
you
can,
can run your
yeah.
finger along the back because the
Yeah.
back is literally a trackpad.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is why it's so awkward to grip the fucker because
Yeah.
most of the back is actually something you touch to play.
Yeah.
It is a bit. Yeah. It's
I remember the first
Yeah.
time I
What,
picked
so
it up,
you
I
have
was
to
like,
hold it kind of like that.
there's like
Yeah,
little
basically,
divots that you can like hold into unless you
I
get
hate
like
that.
a grip.
Yeah.
Because the whole back is essentially like, you know, the PS4 in
I wonder
between
why it didn't
the
do well.
D-pad and the buttons. There's that like little bit you can touch in some games. That's what
Yeah.
the back of the PS Vita is.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't come to play in all games. Luckily, some games use it really well, like
Tearaway.
Tearaway. We were kind of talking about. Tearaway is the best Vita game in my opinion because it takes all the gimmicks and uses them so fucking well and like so cleverly. Whereas Uncharted kind of feels a bit like, well, we've got to get them in there. So when you fight, do a few punches and then swipe left and then
to
up.
punch the screen.
Yeah, I think the
Scratch the
boss
screen.
the boss battle being
It's
like
not
swipe
VR,
quick
Matt.
times.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, fuck. Just
I want
stick it
to
your
punch
eye.
people in real life.
He needs to get 2 Vitas and be like,
So in terms
Hold it
of
to your
like,
eyes.
so in terms of story, this is the lost city of Kivira. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I've got no idea.
Sounds
So basically,
memorable.
it's named for the mythical cities of gold, and actually, the real life location of where they think it is now is in Lyons, Kansas. My surname. What's up?
"Oh, is it in America?"
Yeah. It's essentially, but it's like that weird interim where you're kind of in
Kansas.
the middle of the desert, not in the middle of like jungle area, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's Wizard of Oz, isn't it?
And the gold that you go to try and find is like poisoned, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. That
So the gold is poisoned.
Yeah, so essentially the people that
It's
were
like,
from that lost city died of
It's
radiation.
like Man of Medan.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is something I kind of wanted to touch upon more about when we talked about the film. I really wonder how much they're going to do magic.
Oh yeah,
because-
because
there's a fear that, isn't there?
Even the
is there
games
magic
went
in
away.
Golden Abyss then? Or is it just poison money?
Well, I'm assuming that's what the poison gold is alluding to.
Well, it's just poisoned, right?
I'm trying to remember now.
Because they just do it in 1 and 2, and then 3 they just forget about.
3,
Magic.
it's kind of there. They kind of
Kind of.
half-arse it.
Yeah, and then 4's like, nah.
And 4
Because what
is
have you
just
got?
not
One,
there.
one's got the bloody
One's the
zombie
weird
zombie
things,
that
alien
people turn
things.
into.
Yeah,
and then 2 is
2
that Lazarevich,
is-
whatever it was.
yeah,
with the
which
blue.
is
you can
the-
drink
shit.
the shit. Yeah,
Turns
drink
into
blue
Blue
shit.
Man.
Yeah.
Did you fight like a fucking proper monster in the second one, like some when you're in Nepal?
So yeah, so
You
they're
have like a hallucination, don't you? And you fight like,
no, that's
Oh, is that
3.
hallucination?
That's 3.
fuck's sake.
2 is like you fight like
2,
it's like a
yeah.
fucking minotaur, and
2 is like
What the fuck?
it's like a Yeti, but they
Oh,
put a
that's
village
right, yeah.
on you, and it's actually people dressed up
Oh
as
yeah.
a Yeti.
Oh yeah, it's
But they
just
are
those people,
blue
isn't it?
people.
They are
I'd,
blue people.
suppress, I'd
yeah.
fully suppress that. That's just like what?
Same,
Oh, I'm
yeah.
like,
I
And
forgot
then
it's those blue people.
3, there's a hallucination sequence where you think
You're fighting
it's
like,
like cursed
flaming
people,
skull
but
people.
it's you
Yeah.
having a
Ghost
hallucination.
Rider.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
there is something.
Ghost
There's something
Rider.
like that in the Vita version. There is like it kind of almost
okay.
it's following that same run of there's
Yeah.
something not quite real.
I was quite surprised that came out the same year as 3. I thought it was going to be way earlier than that. I didn't realise how late the Vita was.
Yeah, it did come out quite late.
It came out at the same
Randomly,
time
Matt,
as
you got
PS3,
it
didn't it?
like I swear on its first year of release, and then had one game for it.
Which is like
Yeah.
everyone that owns the Vita because they didn't support it
yeah,
and then just went, "Nah, we're done now." That's
Yeah,
it.
I'm kind of glad I
Yeah.
never picked one up, to be honest.
Yeah. Do you know? It
I'm kind
mainly
of
used
gutted
it
I
to
missed
play.
out on this one game.
Yeah.
It was good for playing PS1 games.
That's exactly
It's
what I
got-
bought it for.
there are
Was
some
for
great
that,
video
for
games.
PS1
There are some
emulator, basically. Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
what I bought it
Well,
for.
I thought about getting one, and then they announced they were redoing Spyro, and I was like, well, what's the fucking point?
yeah.
Yeah. Same
There
with
is-
Crash Bandicoot. Yeah.
Yeah.
One amazing moment in the Golden Abyss, though, which still blows my mind to this day, is like you have this thing. I think it's like a map or a scroll or something, and you have to hold up to an actual light in your room, and it like the map or whatever the fuck it is, like appears, and
Because it
I'm
uses
like, is
the
that
back
through the back?
cameras.
For the camera, I guess.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
That's pretty
Somehow I
clever.
didn't
That is
figure
pretty
that
cool.
out.
Like, that is
Because
pretty cool.
there's cameras.
I was like, what's the rear touchpad?
There's
that was
cameras
the
on the front
magic.
and back.
It's like VR.
No, you're ruining for me, Mark. It's the magic.
You play Tearaway and you love Tearaway. That uses where like it takes a picture of you as the sun, and then you also
Yeah,
take
that's
pictures of stuff.
That's the front camera, though.
But you also take pictures. You took a picture of the squirrel, for instance, don't you, in Tearaway?
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah.
So
I
you use
totally
both
forgot about the rear
cameras.
camera. I thought it was like light hitting the rear touchpad.
I'd say
and I was
fair
like,
enough
that's
if there wasn't a
amazing.
massive fucking camera on the back, like at the top. You just turn it around, it's at the top. I'm tempted to go grab mine now, just to be like, there you
You've
go.
ruined it for me now. It's a rubbish gimmick. I hate it now. Shit.
There's
I'm glad
even a
Sony
camera
stopped
for the
supporting it.
PSP. Yeah. Fucking hell.
But
Yeah, so 4. That's one we've not really fully touched on.
Yeah. Oh, the fucking multiplayer's so good in this game.
it is like.
I think
good,
I
man.
get
I
the
miss it.
feeling that we all enjoy very different things about these games.
I think we do. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, but we all enjoy them, so that's
Yeah,
the main
yeah,
thing.
That is true.
Yeah. I will say though, I'm not like.
What?
When I was playing,
What?
maybe it's because I was playing Golden
What?
Abyss and it's not the best one, but I was just kind of like. I think I've always I enjoy the games, but I'm not like fucking Uncharted. I'm not like mental about it. I think
kinda
they're
get what
enjoyable
you
games.
mean. Yeah, because
I-
the only hype I ever had for one was 4. And I say hype. I was around the hype. I wasn't that hyped
Yeah.
for it because I
The
hadn't
hype
played
was
any of
there.
them.
I didn't get
Yeah.
it like straight away. I don't think because I didn't get a PS4 till quite late. I don't think because they came out
Yeah.
when we were at uni, didn't they? And I didn't get one to like.
Yeah, I remember
after
one of our
uni.
roommates had one outside of his room for like. 2
yeah,
months
he
and
had
never
it for like
opened it.
months.
Never opened
Yeah,
it.
just outside
It
his
was
door.
just like torturing us.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
it's
even
like-
say there was any hype for me. It was very much. I saw it as a kind of a Tomb Raider clone. I'm really a big fan of Tomb Raider. So I was
Yeah,
like,
I
do I
totally
want
had
to?
because Tomb
Betray
Raider is
Lara
what I
Croft.
grew up with.
Yeah.
And even those sort of the original remakes when they redid like Tomb Raider Anniversary and
Oh yeah.
Tomb Raider
yeah.
Legacy, those
Oh,
ones,
yeah.
and then they
Wow.
redid them again with a proper reboot.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think
It's
I would have
quite
touched
funny.
them otherwise. I don't think I would.
No.
I think it's because I think genuinely it's because Adson sat there and said these games are actually quite good. Like you should play them. If you've got 4, you may as well play the rest. Here, just borrow the copy. I think
Yeah.
for me, 2 has become like a top 10 game.
Yeah,
Genuinely.
2 is great.
I'd
2
still
is
say
good.
4 is better.
I think 4 is
better.
better.
I think
4
4
is
is.
just so clean.
I can understand why you said that. Probably because it's PS4 as well. Like they've cleaned up everything that wasn't good in the other ones, and 4.
Yeah, I just find 4
And it's
does
also
everything
from newer
the series
technology
tries
as
to
well.
do better.
It does do everything really, really nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like surprisingly better actually, and the graphics are like they're good.
Really hold up.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, they're
as
really
well.
good.
They do look really good. Yeah, so I went straight from 3 into the 4 over the past couple of weeks, and Jesus Christ, the quality difference is insane. Like there's jumps between 1, 2, and 3, but then the difference between 3 and 4 is just it's totally different.
Well, it's a jump
Yeah.
from system, isn't it? From 3
Yeah.
to 4.
Quite a big
I-
jump. Yeah.
It's kind of weird. Like we haven't really. I don't feel like with this new, the current generation that we're in. I still haven't had that game yet where I'm like, oh my god, this looks so fucking good compared to last generation.
So are
Like
you talking
from like
Series X and PS5 or?
yeah.
Right.
So from like say Xbox One to Series X.
I don't think
Yeah,
we will yet,
no.
to be fair, purely because they're still doing games for both.
Developing those games
Because no one can get hold
Sorry,
of the fucking
weren't you
console.
playing Division 2 in 30 FPS the other day?
but that's just like frame rate though. Obviously the frame rate is important, but like
Yeah, I mean it's
You
double,
know, like,
it's double
as in,
the
like,
amount of rendering,
textures and-
so that's quite a big thing. But
I feel like the
guess,
next God of War will be. That'll be the one you
Yeah,
go.
but we're
I
definitely
don't think it
putting
will
digital
though, because I
terms.
think
I
the
think it'll
first
be
one,
similar to the first.
the
Yeah.
first one looks so good anyway, and it's like you can't really. There's not
You've
much.
just-
I don't think there's much they
where do
can
you go?
improve. Yeah,
They've
where do you
hit
go?
diminished
Yeah,
returns with graphics, haven't they? Like it's other stuff that's more important now, like keeping that consistent frame rate high.
yeah, that
ray,
is.
ray tracing is
Yeah, weirdly
I don't know.
important. I guess I don't know why it's so
Yeah.
quite so important. It's nice, but I don't think it's necessary for games.
no.
I'd rather have great gameplay than some fucking reflections on the
some
floor.
light looks great.
Yeah,
Come on,
But,
you know you do, Matt. Come on.
yeah, but I can have both
What graphics
I
card
have
have you got?
I have I can have both though. That's fine.
Get some cell shading.
But if I had to make the sacrifice, I would make it with the ray tracing because it's ridiculous.
Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
For someone that loves PS2, I'm just happy with the HD shit. Like, it's good for me. I like it. But I like PS2 too.
I'm happy with full HD.
Yeah, I'm a bit more with Mark here. I don't particularly care what it looks like as long as it plays
No.
fun.
I think I spoiled it with Sam when I showed him Skyrim on my PC at uni.
Ruined it. That I honestly did. I went and played it on my 360 and it felt like the worst game I've ever seen. in
Try
my
playing it on your Switch. That's like trash. It's great.
life. Oh god,
It's
yeah.
very fun, but it's trash.
Yeah.
It probably looks like the
So
Xbox
bad.
360 version, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Similar.
God,
quality.
do you remember the day you went from non-HD
to HD.
to HD on the 360?
Oh yeah. That
I
was
remember doing it and like being able to read the fucking text in Dead Rising.
And Dead Space.
Oh,
Dead Space
that was what I remember from uni. Is we were trying to play fucking Dead Space on this CRT fucking TV. I couldn't fucking read it.
Can't read this text. Oh my god.
So do you think with the film coming out, if the film's popular and the Last Legacy collection sells well, they might reboot or start up some sort of continuation of the story for Uncharted?
I reckon they will
I think
do anyway
there
at
is.
some
I think
point.
it's probably going to be in development because I think 4 did really well anyway.
Yeah.
I think it was really well received, and I think it was really popular at the time.
I'm totally happy for them to leave the character of Nathan Drake behind. They don't need
I'm-
him specifically, I don't think.
I think it'd be nice if he was in it.
Prove that. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Okay, so he doesn't die then.
Dude, finish that game.
I'll get the remaster when it comes to PC.
Fuck's sake.
Do you say he survives then? Is that what you said?
I said, oh, so he doesn't die then.
Oh my-
You knew we were recording this.
I'm so tempted to say the end of 4
I
now.
can't believe you haven't
I've been
finished it.
I've been trying to get our videos onto YouTube.
It's one of them
Like,
weird...
I like the last 3 days.
I can't believe you didn't finish it at the time. I think although I had a break, though. I think I had to have a break.
I think my
18
problem
hours.
was the same thing Adson noted with the kind of continuation with the 2 females. Lost Legacy. That is Lost Legacy, isn't it?
Lost Legacy.
Yeah, yeah,
Why'd you say it like the 2 females?
yeah.
2 women.
What the?
The 2... for fuck's sake. But I think
Sex is big.
because I played it back to back with 4, I literally just chained each one. I played all of them back to back.
Yeah.
And I think I played
I can't do that.
I think I played the Vita
It is
after
too much,
4.
yeah.
So there's
Yeah.
enough of there's a small gap, but it wasn't enough to be like sizable. So when I jumped into Lost Legacy, it much felt like I'm playing the same game here. They've just it's just the character model was a female as opposed to a male. That's it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Who's Claudia Black as well? Plays Chloe.
Is that Lost Legacy part of the new remaster?
Yeah, so it comes 4 and
It
that
is.
one.
Yes, that one.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Annoyingly, I
Yeah.
wish it was kind of all of them, but
It would be
still
nice.
an Uncharted collection. Why don't they just do that? But fine, I will not play the first 3 again.
On my
Fuck you.
amazing graphics card.
You could just play them not at the best graphics ever.
What was he saying a minute ago?
So you agree with me they're dated?
No, I'm looking forward to playing them on PC though, but there hasn't got a release date on PC yet.
So we should probably touch
Who's
upon the
excited for the
film.
film, then?
Yeah,
Yes, the film. Yeah. So I keep seeing things because they keep showing this fucking plane thing with the
it's
luggage.
weird that they're doing that, even though it's kind
It's
of
the third
pre-
game. Yeah.
Third game.
Yeah.
Homage, isn't it? Yeah.
but with a pirate ship as well, suggesting 4 coming out.
Yeah. They
Does
basically
anyone
just
else
used
hear
all
the
of them.
Pirates of the Caribbean music as well when they start flying the ships through? It's just enough offbeat that it's not quite the Pirates of the Caribbean, but like that's all I can fucking hear.
I'll have to check it now.
I'm like,
There's an extra beat thrown in there.
Yeah.
that's like I'm waiting for it. I'm like, that's not the same franchise. That's hello.
Like when someone, it's like when someone copies your homework. Right, you got to
I wouldn't be surprised.
change one
'cause-
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised because obviously there's that pirate ship bit if they are kind of leaning on that and hinting towards the pirate sort of scene. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is Johnny Depp is going to be in this.
Yeah. I just don't know if
going.
I fucking love Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm excited
Fun.
for this, but I will probably watch it anyway just to kind of see what it's like.
See, I think low expectations to be honest, because
Oh, it's
Game-
so low.
100%, yeah.
like games becoming films. Let's be honest, there's never. I
And
like
this is
the
a
Tomb
fucking
Raiders.
great game.
I
as
liked
well.
the
Fuck
first-
you, every single Tomb Raider film has been good.
Mm,
I'm not even joking. I like them all.
First Silent
the
Hill.
Vikander one was like better
The what?
than the Alicia Vikander, as
That's
opposed
the
to
name. I thought you were saying Wakanda.
The one where they
I
go
forgot
to.
there was another film.
that's the one that essentially follows the line of the newer games, the new trilogy.
I
Yeah,
would say
yeah.
the Angelina Jolie ones are better, but
I really enjoyed them, but they're not good films. Let's be honest. Same with the first
They're
Resident
no, they're
Evil.
totally not.
Fun. Kind of fun.
I'd say something like
just fucking
who mentions
Bat the
Silent
Beehive.
Hill, because Silent Hill was probably like one of the better ones.
It's
Right.
such a good adaptation.
Sonic, not for me.
Sonic's okay.
Sonic was
Sonic,
okay.
yeah.
Sonic was better than
Like-
it should have been.
Yeah,
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 100%. Yeah, it should have been shit, but it wasn't.
The best video game
Detective
film adaptation of all
Pikachu,
time.
banger.
Alright,
Mortal
that's pretty
Kombat was okay. I didn't mind
Detective
it.
Pikachu.
Yeah, I
is
did
fucking
see
good.
that still.
Detective Pikachu was okay, yeah.
Yeah,
The
I think
Pokemon
that's the
film.
one that's better than the game.
Yeah, Addison hates Pokemon.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I never
right.
played Detective Pikachu. Detective Pokemon. I never
Poke-
played that.
Pikachu.
So I
Pikachu.
think in terms of expectations, I'm expecting to go in and it be like a 5 out of 10 film. So if it does better than that,
Yeah.
great.
I don't want to give it a disservice though. That's why I don't want to go because I don't want to give the game a disservice of going
You
to
love the
watch
series
it.
so
I love the game so much that I don't want to like ruin it.
Why
with
won't
the
you
film.
replay them then?
I'm sure Sony are crying right now.
No.
Yeah,
got Matt's money.
the casting choices are a bit weird. I don't mind Tom Holland so much, but Mark Wahlberg is a bit of an odd.
Tom
Yeah,
Holland's too
that's
young.
the real like.
I think he's
not
kind of
gonna
growing
do
on me a
fucking
little bit.
Thingy's voice, is he?
Huh?
I think he, like I don't know. I feel like an early Sully kind of works a little
Mark
bit.
Wahlberg.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
there is a young Sully in the games, and he's way better.
yeah. It
He's
just
the
seems,
same
it
voice- the
seems
same
weird
voice
they're
actor,
doing
but
this
yeah.
prequel, but also recreating moments from the games. That's weird.
Yeah, that
That's the
feels
weird
strange.
point for me.
It feels like fan service, but not the correct way of doing it because everyone's going to know it's a prequel.
It almost feels a bit like, right, we've got one shot of this. Fucking get them all in.
Yeah,
Like,
It is
Get
pretty much
everything
that,
in
isn't it?
quick.
Yeah. Like, I wonder what they're going to do with the magic shit. It's yeah.
I think they won't do it because the games try to move
I don't
away
think
from
they
it
can.
so quickly.
yeah.
And actually,
Well,
that
not that quickly. It took them 3 games, but yeah.
Yeah, well, the Tomb Raider film, the one with Alicia
Vikander.
Vikander.
Um, that was a similar sort of twist where you think it's going to be magic and then it wasn't, right?
Yeah, it was disease,
Spoiler
wasn't
alert.
it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I'm spoiling an old film.
Spoilers! Oh, I couldn't even forgot there was even another film, to be honest.
I think I saw
I
it
kind
in
of
cinema,
forgot as
you know.
Did you?
I think I was saying this because we actually watched this the other day, Catelyn and myself, and we were saying that it's kind of a shame they've not really continued anything with that. But I think at the same time it came out in 2019, the Alicia Vikander one. I think
Is that when that
obviously-
came out? Fuck me,
Yeah.
that was newer than I thought.
Yeah, it surprised
Yeah,
me
it
as
was
well.
2016.
And I think
Yeah.
obviously with COVID and everything, that's probably why they've not carried on anything, or they might drop it. I don't know.
They
But
still
it's the
might.
fact the film ends with her picking up 2 pistols, doesn't it? So it's like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, it was like a weird origin sort of story, wasn't it, to it?
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it almost
Yeah.
like bridged the gap where the games were, and then the old games that we know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think for me, like with the casting of the Uncharted film and Mark Wahlberg, like Sully has such an iconic voice, and it's so like
You're never going
Oh.
to cast that right. Like, it's
No,
one of those
you
ones.
can't.
Mark Wahlberg's so on the other end of the spectrum.
He is, isn't
No,
he?
I totally
Yeah.
agree. I'm pretty sure. Right, am I making this up? At one point, was he attached to be Nathan?
See,
Like,
I see that. I see
years
that
ago.
much better. I'm pretty sure he was. Yeah,
Around about the same time, everyone was saying Nathan
Yeah,
Fillion
maybe.
should do it. I'm sure he was attached to be Nathan.
probably.
Oh,
yeah.
maybe.
Which
Yeah.
I could get on board
That
with
could
that.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which strikes me as he's a producer and still wants to be involved in this film. That's probably why he's been cast as Sully.
Yeah, probably.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Did you ever see that that kind of fan film which actually had like Nathan Fillion? in it?
Oh yeah, that was fucking great. Yeah.
that was.
That was
It
so
was a lot of
fucking
fun.
good.
Yeah.
It's like it wasn't good, but yeah.
That's so
It
good.
was- it
I mean,
was-
yeah,
it
it's a fan film, and
Yeah.
it's but like just to see
Very
Nathan
well
Fillion
made
as
fan
Nathan Drake was kind of cool.
To
Yeah.
me, it felt like someone saw the Deadpool test footage that got a film greenlit and went, "Let's try that."
Yeah.
And
It is
didn't
totally that.
work.
It should have worked.
It is, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, like that's a really good
Yeah.
analogy.
Or they were already making this one, I suppose.
Yeah.
The process of it.
And that fucking Tom Holland came along.
Because that fan test wasn't that long ago, was it?
No, it must have been about the same time as the fourth game, I swear.
Yeah.
It
I
felt
think
like
it
in
was
the
about
middle
then.
of hype for Uncharted for some reason.
Yeah. I will admit
I'm looking
Nathan
forward to
Fillion
Tom
was
Holland.
probably a bit too old for it now.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not, yeah, I don't mind the idea of Tom Holland as a young Nathan Drake.
No.
Could be fine.
From what I've seen from the trailers, though, like I think this is just going to be something that happens. Obviously, just him being Tom Holland, but like there's the parts when he's going whoa, whoa. I'm just hearing like Peter Parker.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see that.
That's all I'm hearing.
He's been
But he
very
says
typecast,
crap
too.
now like he does in the games.
Oh shit. I mean, oh crap.
It's a PG.
Crap, crap, crap.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
yeah, I'll wait for reviews. If it gets
Yeah.
really good reviews, I'll probably consider going to see it in the cinema. But if not, I'm happy to wait for it to come to a streaming service. Personally,
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I'll
think I
probably
will
try
do
and
the
see
same,
it
yeah.
just because I'm interested to see what they do with it. Personally,
I'd rather watch Jackass forever. That's all I'm going to say.
damn.
No, I think I'm looking forward to Tom Holland, especially because he's been playing kind of the games that come with these series as well, and he's been talking a lot about them. So obviously he incorporated a Spider-Man PS4 move into the No Way Home. It's like,
Right.
kind of that was his little like Easter egg he wanted to throw in there, and obviously him now doing Uncharted. He was actually in an interview today talking about potentially if they did a Jack and Daxter, like down the line, he'd want to do a film with that as well. So obviously he's kind of getting his fingers in all the
Shocking.
pies.
Actor wants to act.
Yeah. What was he? Fucking Chris
What?
Pratt. Jesus Christ, he wants to be everything. Yeah.
Mario.
No doubt he'll probably be in that anyway.
Yeah.
How can Mark Wahlberg match this, though?
El goddamn Dorado. Where's all the damn gold? I'll be damned.
Just wait a goddamn minute. Damn. Whole damn thing's rotten. I've had more than enough of those damn things. Hey, give me your goddamn hand! Damn it, kid, where the hell are you? Shut up my goddamn plane, Nate. We come out of this in one piece, I'll buy you the damn.
Yeah, it's a little like growl.
Who could do it? Who do you think could do it?
Oh, that's a good
If
question.
you say Tom Hanks, I'm going to slap you.
I don't think anyone... I think anyone who could do it is not young enough anymore. That's the problem.
They don't. Yeah, I suppose if it, yeah, because they're doing it.
There's someone out there.
I'm going to put Morgan Freeman out there, to be honest. I think he'd do a good job.
He's not young enough either.
God damn. Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, it's a hard one.
God.
I think Chris Pratt maybe.
Chris Pratt.
There's someone. De Niro. He can do fucking anything.
De Niro is pretty old. Al Pacino.
Al Pacino, yeah.
Got the gruffness. You can do it.
And that is it. We hope you enjoyed listening to our Tepid Take.
If you want to send us your Tepid takes, then email us at thetepidtake@outlook.com.
And give us a follow and a like on Instagram at The Tepid Take.
And we've been the fucking, what's it called again?
Oh, that Alicia Vikander film was 2018, not 19. I fucked that one.
Oh, you fucked it.
Oh,
you
no.
fucking idiot.
Can I do a little...
Jesus.
Wait, quite wait. I'm going to little dub for you. 2018.
Dub it with my voice. 2018.
Actually, yeah, you dub it.
Is that how box?